Yo, 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 what's happening, people? Okay, we is live right now. Live from the village right now. It is 5 minutes past 9 p.m. right now on the 11th of the 11th, 2022 right now. I'm in London, England right now. We're about to play Deathloop right now. I ain't played this game in a minute. I think the last time I played this game was like a week ago. Not on stream. It was playing a different game on stream, but I was playing this game I think about a week ago the last time, and I got stuck someplace. So I hate this game again right now. That's what that's about. But anyway, let me switch over to this screen so y'all can see me for a second. What up, people? So yeah, it's Friday today. Playing some games in the evening. What's been happening today? It's been a pretty regular day for me, to be honest. I did a little driving earlier. Had a little nap earlier. Just been doing some writing, working on the next video for the movie channel, for Haze's Movie Room. Working on why Captain Marvel is trash. And yeah, got some things to say about that film. Not all bad, not all bad. But yeah, that's pretty much been my day. Now I'm here. Now I'm about to stream some Deathloop. So, let me switch over to this screen. And hit this button so y'all can hear. And then click over here so it can all show up. And yeah, so let's get into some Deathloop. Let's see where I'm at. Well, I know where I'm at. I don't think you know where I'm at. Well, you might do. I don't know. I'm trying to get comfortable. Move things around. I need a bigger desk. Alright. And maybe some wireless. Maybe switch to a wireless controller or something. Anyway. So I feel like the last time I played this game on stream though was at least a few weeks ago, like 3-4 weeks ago. And I have been playing it offline since then. Well, I say offline, off stream since then. So I've gotten a fair bit of distance from the last time I played it on stream. And as such, I have kind of figured out a few things about this game. So this particular... What do I have to do here again? Actually, I don't remember. Alright, so I've got a... What is it? The RAK can get me the stabilizer core at the power station. I can use code 360 to divert power to the other sites around Black Reef and find RAK passwords. Okay, so this level sucks because I need to get power, enough power to open to the thing. And I found... Oh, and I've got some weapons that I could... Ugh. I've got some weapons that I can now... keep from one loop to another loop. Including this sniper rifle. Ugh. So I can snipe people out. Ooh. Missed. There you go. So yeah, I like the sniper. Excuse me, my civil play. Because it means that I can keep at a distance at times where I don't want to get involved with all the riffraff. The only downside is that I then have to come and try and find weapons and stuff, and don't always see where they land and whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure I'm finding any weapons from up here. Any ammo, rather. I can hear footsteps.
I think I maybe sort of saw someone. Gonna have a looky-loo.
I probably don't have to be wasting my time with these guys, to be honest with you.
I hope
Yeah, I don't really need to be wasting my time with these guys. I've already read all these. Ooh. Ugh, flipping out, man. Oh. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yo, what up, Brax? I need to go the other way around. Brax beve, the place to beve. I'm gonna go the other way around. This way does not bode well for me. How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. There's at least one more round there. Wish. So yeah, I figured out a few things with this game.
Don't need it.
Hack that thing. And I think nephew's birthday was yesterday. Mother's birthday is today. It's raining and temps is in the 50s. Happy birthday to the nephew. Happy birthday to the mama. It's birthday season. Oosh. Yo, Wiz Skater, Wagwan. Yo, dude, always love watching you play. Oh, appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. I try to do a gaming stream at least once a week. To be honest, it doesn't always work out that way because, you know, life, right? But I try to do a gaming stream at least once a week. I do live stream pretty regular on the channel, so appreciate you coming through, man. Wiz Skater, how's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream. I ain't done with that yet, though. Yeah, and it's Veterans Day. My birthday is in 2 weeks. Okay. So yeah, it really is birthday season, huh? In fact, what is it now? It's November. I'm sure I heard somewhere that November is one of the months with the highest number of birthdays. Was it November? It might be September, I think, had the highest. I think November was amongst the highest. Something like that anyway. Ugh, flipping out, man. Not too bad, man. Playing Destiny with the wife and whatnot now. Making buffalo wings. Hope the rest of your day goes well. I just had a birthday on this 22nd. Okay, so yeah, really is birthday season, huh? Everybody's having birthdays. Yo, happy birthday. Well, belated birthday now, I guess, really. But still, hope you had a good day. So I'm playing this game on on the Game Cloud, Xbox Game Cloud, and it's a pretty good service. See, now I need to get power to all of these. I can get power to the first one, but it's getting power to the rest of them. So this is where I let them come to me and just shoot them as they come up. Let them come. Oof. Oof. Got too close, that one. Yeah, right. Ooh. Ooh, what happened there? Guys, run out of ammo or something. I think I ran out of ammo for my... Oh. Gee. Yeah, and it might be, and also yesterday it was the US Marines birthday for over 200+ years. Oh, there's more of them. Oof. Get some health though.
Already got full ammo. Nope, I'm good.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Methinks I just figured something out. Okie dokie. Alright. I think I might just figure something out in this game. Watch it get hard now. Watch this game get bare hard now that I just think... No, if this game gets harder, that means I figured something out. That's what that means. Alright. Is it worth upgrading Game Pass Ultimate for mobile play? That would very much depend on your mobile network. If you have 4G or above, in my experience, it's pretty good. I assume pretty much by now you've probably got 4G at least, if not 5G. So yeah, I mean, in my experience, oh, actually, a couple of things to bear in mind. So it does matter what type of phone you have. It's not really supposed to, but I have noticed that it doesn't work well on all mobile phones. It doesn't even like, for example, oh yeah, 5G on, let's see, ultra. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, if you got 5G, then you're probably gonna be fine. But yeah, definitely, you don't need like a super high-end, latest, you know, iPhone or whatever. If I don't even know if it works too well on iPhones, to be honest, probably. I don't. Yeah, yeah. Forget iPhones actually. S20 Ultra Sony. Oh, Ultra, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you'd probably be fine. But it's just that when the phone that I had before, it didn't really work so well on, and I don't know why. Because it worked on, like, right now I'm using my laptop, right? This is what I'm streaming from my laptop. And by the way, if the stream seems a bit stuttery, it's mostly because I'm live streaming as well as, you know, playing this game on cloud. If I wasn't live streaming, it would be smooth as butter. So if every now and then the game looks a bit jittery or looks like it's lagging, that's mostly because I'm live streaming and playing a video game. Rather, if I was just using my internet for the game only, it'd be super smooth. But yeah, on my PC, it struggled. The cloud gaming, it struggled when I was using my PC, but it's fine on my laptop. On my old phone, it struggled again, but it was fine on my new phone. So yeah, I don't know what. Even on the Xbox, I have an Xbox 360. No, sorry, an Xbox One. Excuse me. I have an Xbox One. It struggles on that. And yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure exactly why that is. So yeah, it definitely does matter over what you use. Battery empty. Can I throw this? I can. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and the eye necklace to keep away negative energy I told you about. I got it. Looks like this. Those are trendy now. Okay. Man, keep away them bad forces. You done know. I use Steam Link a lot. I'll probably check it out. Steam Link. Oh, I think I've heard of Steam Link. What exactly is Steam Link again? I feel like I've heard of it. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Flip it. Oh shit, I accidentally blew up a generator. I really wasn't trying to do that. Oh, flipping now. I was trying to pull this out, I ended up pulling the bomb out, and I just wanted to throw it, and I ended up throwing out the damn generator. That's what I said. What did I say? As soon as I figure something out, things are going to go wrong. What did I say? What did I say? Alright, you know what? You know what? It's not even gonna let me do it, is it? Oh, is it? Oh no, the button's... I think there's other generators though, anyway. Shit, man. How did I accidentally throw a grenade at the generator? That was dumb. Steam is a mobile streaming thing, so you can play your PC games on mobile or whatever else, I think. Oh, okay. I guess that's kind of like the was it the NVIDIA one? They do was it GeForce? I guess it's similar to that. Yeah, but since I'm the villain, anti-villain, neutral fanboy, and dressed like one, etc., I like to find some items with Eye of Sauron, Lord of the Rings. Okay. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, have you been watching Ring of Power? I have not, because, yeah, I don't really, I've never really cared much for Lord of the Rings. Assuming except it's your own library. I see. You gotta be careful with this, because if I blow up the wrong one, I blow up the generator, and I don't want to do that. Apparently I'm gonna need as many generators as possible. Oh, don't be messing around now. I did use, well, I guess I do kind of sometimes, occasionally use NVIDIA's, I think I'm okay with this one. It's the ones over there that you got to be real careful with. Yo, what up, Jakes? And being a goth rocker and ish, and I haven't heard of that series. Okay, yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, but it got like a pretty big excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I never, like I said, I never watched it, but it seems to get a lot of attention, and maybe not all for the right reasons. But I don't know, people love it, people hate it. Wanted to see what you thought of it, but you ain't seen it, so there you go. Ish. Ish. Too close, man. Too close.
I'm feeling just fine.
Ish. Howdy, partners. You folks doing? Hey, I'm Shaft. I purchased Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Got a War Ragnarok, and I got 4 days off work. Oh, nice. It's like early Christmas for me. You're done, no? Have you started playing any of them yet? There's something up there. I wonder if... Ooh, ooh, too close, too close. There's a mine there. That's they put a mine right by the... Yes, I playing COD campaigns on PS5. It's the dogs products and take us regional service is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia today. I think it's going to be a public service and they'll have a private one. I'll probably do an all-nighter. Yeah, you know, when you got time off work, yeah, man, definitely. Oof. I wonder if there's something up here. That I could control that thing with. I'm sure I've been here before, but it's like... Maybe I missed something, you know? Looking for spaces, trust me. Yeah, you know what? Okay, that's that thing. Oh, there's got to be something up here. But yeah, you know what? I do want to play
What's my favorite book, song, or play?
Ragnarok.
I've always been fond of the Fifth Piano Concerto by Moira Kessler.
You know,
I know I had to bring with me to Black Reef. Aside from my rather extensive equipment, curiosity, I suppose.
there's nothing up here though.
Opportunity, or an opportune singularity, if you will. Do I enjoy the spotlight? I hadn't given it any thought. I suggest you don't either.
But yeah, I won't. I don't think I'll be playing it anytime soon. That's the thing. It's like, well, for one thing, I don't have a PS5, and I know you can get it on PS4, and I do have a PS4, but okay. Alright, let me take the battery out. I haven't played God of War yet, but I can't wait to take on Thor. I'm gonna be real careful with this. I don't even know if this will work. Oh, oh. I can't deactivate these bombs without shooting them. And if I shoot it... Oh. Oh, shh. Well, I guess that didn't work. I guess that didn't work. Deathloop is okay, but mate, this bit is taking the piss. This bit's just taking a piss. Alright, anyway, I've got to figure out... Oh, let me run straight. Oh, damn it. I've got to figure out how to power these this thing, because I've got 2 on so far. This one's got, I've got 1 on so far. 1 blew up because I accidentally blew it up. That's destroyed, so I can't do nothing there. So yeah, I've got to figure out how to power this thing. And I think I figured it out. But not entirely. Doesn't help that I accidentally blew up one of the generators. But if what I think is gonna work is gonna work, alright, so I've got some. Let me get some ammo actually. Send these to my arsenal. These little trinkets. But yeah, Deathloop is okay. But mate, there's definitely some parts of it that I'm like flipping out, man. F this game. So I've got 400 power units. I don't know how many I need in total, but what I do know is there's got to be more generators around the compound. I just got to find them, but I think I know. Ooh, that's the wrong one. Haze, are you health conscious? I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I ain't no health freak or nothing, but you know, try to stay relatively healthy and you know, not eat too much junk food and exercise and you know, that kind of thing. You know, watch what you eat, all that sort of stuff. But I mean, end of the day, I'll eat a burger. You know, I ain't one of these people who just like no like just nothing at all, and it's like, bro, no, that ain't me. I'll eat a burger. I'll eat a burger, I'll drink a milkshake. You know what I mean? I'll eat a cake. I had a muffin today. I had a lemon meringue cake the other day. To be honest, I've probably been eating a little bit too much sugary stuff lately, so I need to slow down on that. $400 units.
Hurry up for me, baby. Good old Carl's Bay.
Okay, have I done something? Oh wait, I think I've done something. If I redirect the helps laser to the battery station, it may blast itself free.
Bet Freestad's more fun with power. Dead and dry.
Okay, so wait, did I think I did something, clearly, because it's telling me to go to the exit. And it only tells you to go to the exit when you've actually completed the task. Interesting. So I guess I guess I did something. Huh. Alright, well. There might be something through there, I don't remember. What are we doing here? Usual, doing alright. Today is Mama's birthday. Nephew's birthday was yesterday. Yesterday was the US Marine's birthday. Yesterday, Mark. 2 weeks from now. Wow, there's a lot of events coming quick and fast. Mom's bought 2 pomegranates, 1 for her and me. I'll have it this evening tonight. Remember a day. That's a pretty. It's great that veterans, incredible sacrifice that they've made is commemorated. The weather over there in parts of the UK is usually like how it is over here when cold. Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. It's good these things get. Oof, now. It's good these things get commemorated. Oh, flipping out. It's getting all laggy again. It's because I've got the live stream on. I'm playing the game on cloud. If I had an Xbox 360. You know what? Yeah, it's got a bit all laggy. If I had an Xbox X Series X, I could just play it native off the console, which Either that or I'd... Ugh. Yeah, that's not even the one I'm supposed to be going. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. In the UK, I have been Veterans Commemoration Day this weekend. Yeah, learned yesterday the US Marines is 200 something years old. Oh, flipping out. Didn't even walk through it in time. What? Had to start lagging though. It was going so well. I even need like a much stronger internet connection, or I need to go ahead and buy one of those Xbox Series. I could probably get. I think you could get a Series S for like $250. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Series S for like $250, which is not bad, you know. But I don't know. Is it worth getting a Series X over the Series S if I'm playing the games like through download and stuff? Like, I'm not buying any disc games. I don't plan on buying games on disc. Most, if not all, games are either going to be streamed or downloaded to the console itself. So I feel like is it worth getting a Series X? Because it's an extra like 150 something pound, maybe two. Yeah, I think it's like an extra 150 pound, like it's like 400 pound or something like that. And it's a much bigger machine, so space is an issue. I know, man. I was in the territory. I mean, the TAs, okay. More like how centuries fly. Never saw any action. Did some training. Oof. It's probably for the best. You know, people say like that you never saw any action. I'm like, yeah, that's probably for the best. You know, if you never got deployed. I mean, I know somebody's got to do it, but if you never got deployed, it's probably for the best. Because I've seen. I mean, I ain't never even been in the army, but we've watched these movies about the army and about the military, and you see like what people go through, and it's like, mate, what that would do to a person just having to experience that. So yeah. It was kind of like the auxiliary army. Thought about joining the Army or Air Force years ago. I wasn't a full-on soldier. Did you ever want to be? Was that like the goal at one time, to be like a full-on military soldier and that whole thing? Yeah, to be honest, yes, it was my goal to be a full-on soldier. Yeah, Amazon have it in stock for $260, the Series X that is, S that is. For $250, $249. I can probably get that, you know, like, it's not super expensive. But the X is still out of stock anyway, but I mean, so I could find like difference between Series S and X and decide from there whether it's worth buying an S or waiting until an X is available. Yeah, it just never happened. Yeah, to go to school and do 4 years of service. Excuse me. Yeah, I knew a few people who did. I knew one guy who was in the cadets, and I think two people I know in school went to, joined the cadets, but one of them didn't stay very long. I don't think. But I remember one guy was in the cadets and he took it pretty seriously, at least for a while when we were in school. Well, as serious as any kid would take that sort of thing. Like, dude stole bullets for the cadets and brought them in to show people. He was in the cadets, he stole bullets and he just brought them in and was like, yeah, that's what I got. But yeah, he was there for a while, I think. When I started to become woke and realized I was just a pawn for the government and backed out. Yeah, now I hear that. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about, I guess, kind of military and, you know, kind of how I feel about it is like, you have people who join the military and some of them do it because it's a job. I get that, you know, they just do it for it because it's a job and it maybe it's going to pay for them to go to college or whatever, or, you know, things like that. I get it. I know not everybody in the military is there because they believe in the cause, but there are people who join because they genuinely believe that this is something they want to do and something they're worth fighting for, risking their life for. And then you have these governing bodies that, you know, just use them like video game pieces, you know what I mean? Like NPCs in a video game, and it's... And it gets like real sad when you look at people who join the military and serve for many, many years, and when they come out, they get next to no help from the government. You know, they get next to no financial support. They get to next to no help, like mental health checks or things like that. You know, a lot of times people end up homeless because it's like difficult to adjust back into society. They get no help, no nothing. And of course, there's the ones that do well, and you know they get held up as like, oh, you see how great it can be. But so many, you know, struggle to adjust. And the government just doesn't. It's like, man, that's sad. Like people who put their lives on the line, people who risk their entirety, and you can't help them back into society. You can't help them with work or things like that. It's terrible, man. There's charities set up for that sort of thing, and it's like, why are there charities set up to do things that the government should be doing? The government will never allow their sons or daughters to join the military. Yeah, certainly not on front line. I mean, at most they might do some, I don't know, like maybe they might join and get and put them in like an office job somewhere, just to say that, oh yeah, see, we're there too. And you know, office work is important. I ain't trying to say that, but any kind of like relative, like son, daughter of a government official, especially any kind of high-ranking government official, if they're joining the army in any way, then best believe it's going to be like something in the office or just something far away from any potential violence. But of course, you can still get paper cuts, so them paper cuts are no joke. Take social expendables. Game is not essential. Yeah, it's sad, man. It really is. Always having respect to the veterans, especially Black American vets, and respects to your country for having the Black U.S. troops backs and front in England during World War II. In some of most cases, that's what they are in service. In service, just with assets. Ali opened my eyes to a lot of things. Big up man like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, so I'm looking at the differences between the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. And there doesn't seem to be a whole lot apart from the X has a bit more processing power than the S does. But I don't know if that's going to make a difference when it comes to gaming, right? Because one thing, I don't care about 4K. I really don't. I don't have a 4K TV. I don't plan on getting a 4K monitor anytime soon. And if I ever did get one, I mean, it looks like a Series S can handle 4K anyway. And it plays all the same games. So I guess all that means is that the Xbox X, Series X, plays them maybe just a little bit smoother than the S does. But how much of that is gonna matter to me? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. Is it worth paying the extra money and waiting extra time for? I'm not sure that it is. I'm not sure that it is. And to be honest, I don't really want to buy another console. But I am considering getting an X. Sorry, an S rather. Because it's not too expensive. And it's actually in stock. Muhammad Ali was an extremely enlightened individual. For sure. Yeah. Maybe not lose my progress though. Yeah, I told you that history a few weeks back. I know you didn't know about that. Back to American military vets get respect in the US. Oh, excuse me. Already fighting a war within the States and had to fight a foreign war. I really had nothing to do with them, but still did it in spite of it, be it the draft or volunteering. Because back in the day, there was a time when black military personnel returned from the war to be lynched in the military uniform, which is crazy to think about. Raw. Man, you go off to war, you risk your life. Excuse me. come back and get lynched. That is crazy, man. Not surprising, but flipping hell. Okay, what is he? Noon. Okay, I can't do night until night with that one. Is there any noon tasks? I can skip the days ahead, but I don't wanna. Most of them are at night. Bring Alexis to 2 bits. A playful breeze swells up after blah blah blah. Visionary leads. Well, when do you want to retrieve the recording from the library? So I need to get to the library. I know where the library is. That Charlie dude is there. That's the difficult bit. I can get the recording, but getting to the 2-bit bit is difficult because the amount of, and there's no like turrets I can use. So yeah, this is a tough bit. They do, but it's for the old vets. Sometimes it'll be decades gone by then. They get their recognition. You know, about moments in history like that, you have to ask yourself, what's the point fighting for a country who clearly doesn't respect you? 30 years ago, before the mid-1960s, I think, black troops weren't allowed to donate blood. Things have changed, yeah. Changing. Still a ways to go, but yeah. Aye. Can you aim? Oh, it's lagging. Flipping out. No, it's not the time. Turn around. Turn. Ah. This is not the time to be lagging. Oh, flipping out. This game, this level is hard enough as it is without it off. You know what? You are actually taking a piss. You are actually taking a. This is not the. Yo, no, come on. Oh, damn it. I don't think I can play this game right now. if it's gonna be lagging like this, it's not okay. That's way too bad a lag. Oh. Obviously things have changed over time, but work is still in progress. Haze, what movie do you think is the most accurate portrayal of warfare based on what you're aware of? Speaking strictly as somebody, you know, I don't think I can play this. It's lagging way too much. I'm gonna have to do this another time. It's just the lag's too bad. Speaking strictly as somebody who has never been in a war, I was actually going to say Private Ryan, Saving Private Ryan. In particular, there's a bit near the beginning where the camera is. I think they're like coming on, approaching onto the beach, and the camera's kind of following them, and it's very kind of shaky, and bullets are flying everywhere, and that kind of thing. That seemed to me, from like, yeah, as some speaking from someone who's never been in war, seemed to me like a pretty accurate portrayal of what it could be like. Just this idea of being very chaotic, you know, things flying everywhere. Normally beach, right? You know, things flying everywhere, bullets flying everywhere, bullets, you know, and you just kind of confused. You're not of what's going on. All you kind of know, I guess, is like shoot this way, and you're just trying to keep your head on, you know, from being blasted by stray bullets. And so yeah, I mean, I'm sure all the war movies have their moments of being very accurate. Like I try to say that, but from what I know, from what I understand, that at least felt to me as a pretty accurate description of what it could be like in a situation like that. And so, you know, black people, men mostly, has fought in every war the country has had. First man to give his life in the first war the country had revolution was Crispus Attucks, a black man. Let's say Jarhead, Saving Private Ryan, and that military movie James Franco was in. Okay, I don't think I've seen that, but I don't even think I've seen Jarhead, but yeah, I know the movie you're talking about. That's Jake Gyllenhaal. There was a lot of like Vietnamese movies back in the day. Like there was a period of time where there were so many movies set in Vietnam just coming out. Like Hamburger Hills, Born on the 4th of July. I even need a computer with I don't know if it's a processing power or the internet speed. It's probably more to do with the processing power of the computer, why it lags while streaming. I think it's more to do with the processing. But in any case, I need a better PC and a better internet connection to if I'm going to stream games and play them on cloud from the same computer. Fully just in parts. Usually the Germans were moving down the US troops with Gatling guns before they stepped off the boats. It was just like brrr, brrr, brrr. Deer Hunter was incredible. I really focused in on the aftermath of war, how it affects individual mentality and emotional. I haven't seen Deer Hunter for a while, but yeah, I need to see that again, man. That was what's the actor's name? John Cazale. That was John Cazale's last movie, Deer Hunter. And he almost wasn't in it. I ain't know if you know, but yeah, he almost wasn't in it because he was suffering from cancer at the time he filmed that. And they were going to take him out of the film because they thought it was too much of a risk if he died while, you know, they're still shooting. He almost wasn't in it. If it wasn't for Meryl Streep, and I think Robert De Niro as well, but mostly Meryl Streep. But if it wasn't for them, yeah, he might have been taken out of the film. They used their celebrity power to keep him in the film. And yeah, so he was suffering from cancer at the time he shot the film. So they had to do all his scenes first. All his scenes were shot first, even though a lot of his scenes were at the end of the film. They shot all his scenes first. And so he completed his parts for the film. But yeah, I believe he did die before the film was released. And, you know, they shot all the other parts, you know, as they did. But yeah, he almost, they took him out. They were going to take him out of the film if it wasn't for Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro. Let me tell you that condition a while ago. Oh, I'm repeating myself. Okay, sorry, my bad. My bad. But yeah, I just think it's a good story. I mean, it's sad that he passed away, but I just think it's a good story of when people really kind of stick together on certain things. Because I feel like that sort of thing doesn't happen enough. I think a lot of times these days people are more like, well, as long as I'm good and whatever. You know, as long as I'm okay, then whatever, I don't care. I feel like it's a lot of that these days. And back then you had Meryl Streep, who was, I mean, I wouldn't say it wasn't necessarily a big star, but, you know, kind of up and coming. And someone who's willing to put their own career on the line to help somebody else out. You know, you just don't hear these kind of stories very often. So for me, it's just a really cool story of how people can come together and stick together and, you know, put their, you know, risk their own careers and all that kind of stuff to help somebody fulfill their passion, you know. So yeah, big up Meryl Streep, big up Robert De Niro. Military movies, A Soldier Story, Miracle, Saint, and Red Tails, Pearl Harbor, etc. Do you know? I've never watched the movies. Yeah, I don't think I've even heard of some of those movies actually. Pearl Harbor, yeah, I've heard of it. I ain't seen it, and Red Tails, I think I did see Red Tails actually. I think I did see Red Tails. Was that the one with? Was like it was a mostly black cast, I think. Was it that one? With like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Neo, I think, is in it as well. But they just got like every black celebrity and threw them in that movie, I think. Was that one? Let's got every black male celebrity and threw them in that movie. It was like, all right, cool, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. You can probably check them out in your spare time. Can you imagine what kind of mindset you have to be one of the Japanese kamikaze pilots who sacrificed their lives to attack Pearl Harbor? Yeah, that's. I mean, it's that same thing. It's that whole thing about just believing in your cause so much that you're willing to literally end your life to advance it. The comic version of Pearl Harbor. Yeah, I never knew there was a comic version. Is it good? Yeah, I was in Red Tails and Cuba Gooding Jr. was in Pearl Harbor. Okay, I might be mixing up a little bit, but yeah, Red Tails was. I know I've seen Red Tails though. I know I've seen it. I don't remember a whole lot from it right now, but I know I've seen it. Red Tails is one of those movies you kind of have to go see. You know what I mean? If you're a black guy, you kind of have to see it. It's like, all right, They made a movie with a bunch of black people in it. I have to go see it. Doesn't matter if it's bad. It's just we just have to go see it. It's fine. It's a movie with mostly black people, and it's not a slave movie. It's like you have to go see it now. Like that's the rules. If it was another slave movie, you could be forgiven for like, all right, calm. I don't want to see that again. You know, because that's all they've been doing, is slave movies. But when you get, anytime you get like a big movie, like a big budget Hollywood movie, and it's mostly black people, and it's not a slave movie, it's like, all right, cool, we have to go see it. We have to support this one. We have to. It's just the law now. It's just the law. If you want to make sure black people see a movie, make a movie that is not with mostly black people, and it's not a slave movie. You know, do that, and we'll see it. It's like this rules. It's like laws to it. You have to see it, in the hopes that they'll make more, even if it's bad. Just the fact that you went to go see it is like, hopefully they'll make more movies that maybe aren't bad. And well, we got Black Panther, so we did all right. I think we did all right. Took a while, but we eventually got Black Panther, so we did all right. Those products were duped up on OPM prior to flying into Pearl Harbor. But I didn't know that, but that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, yeah. You probably need something to make sure they go through with it. You don't be putting it out at the last minute. Well, I mean, you do want to. You ideally should put it on the crash it, but you know what I mean. I ain't trying to do that. Braxton Hayes, what games are the most realistic depictions of war in both your opinions? Oh, games now. Oof. Let's see. I think Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War. Okay. For me, I would say Black Ops 3 when playing it on its highest difficulty setting. Similar to, was it Black Ops 3? Yeah, I think it was Black Ops 3. Because even though it's futuristic, Black Ops 3, it's like set in the future. But even still, I feel like its depiction of war was, as when you play on its high setting, it seems pretty realistic, because for one thing, it's one-shot kill. Like, pretty much one-shot kill. Like, you die quickly. Like, one shot, you're gone. It's that. And there's literally just bullets flying everywhere. Like, just like in Saving Private Ryan. Like, it's just bullets everywhere. Everywhere. Like, it is just fire. But are you trying to dodge all these bullets? You're trying to complete your objective. And any of those bullets that hits you, and you're gone. So yeah, I'd say that. I mean, there's probably similar games, or maybe other games that might do it maybe a bit better, whatever. But for me, in my experience, yeah, Black Ops 3, but only when playing on its highest difficulty. And I never completed that on this, by the way. I did not complete that game. Not on that setting anyway. one-shot kill. Yeah, for real, man. Call of Duty, Black Ops, Blood Rain 1, Wolfenstein. You talk about new school Wolfenstein or old school Wolfenstein? And also, is it Steen or Stein? I've always said Steen, but I don't know, maybe some people say Stein. Wolfenstein. 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 Session guys, are you okay? You have decided taste in games. Well, I do okay. I mean, Call of Duty games are okay in my opinion. I've played a few. They haven't been too bad, but I generally don't play them each year. I find it, for myself anyway, I find like games that get updates, like new versions every year, I'd rather just play one every like 4 or 5 years, you know, 3, 4, 5 years, stuff like that, every few years. That being said, I think it's been a while since I played a Call of Duty game now. I think the last one I played was probably Black Ops 3. And I don't know how long, that was at least 4 or 5 years ago. That was a while ago, I think. So, yeah, it's probably due. Well, not including Warzone. I don't know if Warzone counts, but it's been a while since I played a mainline Call of Duty game. So, yeah, I'm probably due, he thinks. Oh, both old and new. Okay. Yeah, the old school ones were like Doom. Not Doom. Yeah, Doom. Doom. The way they play it were like Doom. And Doom was a... Oh, man, excuse me. Doom was a pretty important game as it turned out, you know. I don't know if it was the first... In fact, no, Wolfenstein I think came before Doom, actually. Yeah, I think Wolfenstein actually came before Doom. But I don't know if they were the first-person shooter games, but it's certainly amongst the first popular first-person shooter games. I'm a bit surprised that I do. Excuse me. But this game's taking ages to find, man. We all know Hitler was planning to do what's in the game Wolfenstein and Blood Rain 1.
Traveling to Laredo.
Yeah, didn't he like build like some giant metal robot or something?
Select your hero.
I think in Wolfenstein, the original Wolfenstein, he built like a giant metal robot or something. It's like Mecha Hitler or something.
I'll find my own path.
You do too much cardio, not enough weight training.
I'll lift some weights if you go jogging with me.
We will see if you can keep up.
Prepare to attack. Okay, I don't know why my oh, there we go. All right, so I'm playing Kiriko. I'm gonna try to stay behind. Might need some protection. Just saying. I'm only little. Draw seriously good selection. Oh shit. Alright, there we go. What the hell? Somebody's on full force right now.
Let me balance you out.
Yo, who's bumping? Mate.
Thanks.
Well, I know a number of interesting games. If you would have won further into the future, they would have had Nancy bots. Oh shit. Well, I mean, oh mate, you know, I don't know how this. Bruh, let me try and get out of here. This team is all over us. It's ridiculous. This team is all over us. Oh, I've read it wrong. If he would have won further into the future, they would have had Nancy. Oh, gotcha. Wow. It can still happen. I'm just saying. Nothing's impossible. Bro, who's protecting me though? Yo, where are our tanks?
Lick my wounds. Let's go.
Tanks, what's up against you? How about yourself, Jakes? What kind of games do you play mostly? World War II, Nazi, etc. is in the first Blood Rain game. Shows some of the things they were playing in real life. Oh, I see. I ain't played Blood Rain Plus, I get you. I mostly play shooters. Oh, this is nonsense, man. Where?
Appreciate it.
I ain't saying like I gotta be on like the best team, whatever, but come on, like, I swear down. If I suck at this game, I can't be put in the same team as other people who suck at this game, and I get put against people who don't suck at this game. That's not fair. Yeah, we're not winning this round. We're not winning this at all. This is nonsense. Where are our tanks?
Careful, we're outnumbered.
Where are the tanks and damage? That's what I want to know. We need. I don't see no tanks, no damage. Oh, we just got a draw. This I usually like. Oh, horror games, fantasy adventure, mystery, action, anime, and fighting games. Okay. Let me stick with kitty code. What's your favorite horror game?
find my own path.
You know, I just realized something. That must have looked hella weird on screen. I'm so far away from where my team at right now, though.
5, 4,
I don't know where I'm going.
1. Attackers incoming.
No good up here.
Be healed.
For the parched. I see a hostile. Fall in vain. Pain is inevitable. There's a test subject. So fast. What's the rush?
Like a gentle rain.
Oh, shoot. Oh! Like horror games, Resident Evil games, especially.
Lick my wounds.
Yeah, there's a few good horror games out there. I mean, the Resident Evil ones come to mind. Oh, what? Yo! Nah. How was they able? No, what? Nah, that's not okay. How was he able to hide in our safe spot?
We've got this.
Okay, maybe just outside the safe spot, but still.
I've got you.
Yo, that is a piss take. They're literally hanging out right outside the safe spot and blast us. Nah.
That was interesting.
These guys are taking a piss. Like adventure games with puzzle solving elements, like the Uncharted. Oh yeah. Those games are lit, man. Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Let's get back to it.
And even the one they put on PS.
Get yourself
Oh. Even the one they put on PSP. Or no, PS Vita rather.
Surrender to my will. Affirmative. Recalculate. 60 seconds remaining.
Oh, mate. I can't get out because, like, this is such an You know what? They're not even trying to win the game at this point. They're literally just shooting us off when we come out of the save point. You can't win the game like this because it needs to move the payload. You're not moving the payloads if there's hanging by this our safe spot. That's ridiculous, man. Like, what are these guys doing? Nah, bun that, man. Bun that. They weren't playing to win. They were just playing to piss us off. Favorite horror games: Resident Evil, Eternal Darkness. Oh, Eternal Darkness, yeah. Corsair 3, Under the Reckoning, Wayward, and Redeemer, Siren, etc. House House of the Dead, Gone Evil, Vampire Knight. Do you guys play Silent Hill? Actually, no, I think we've talked about Silent Hill before. Those games used to get a lot of praise from a lot of people, but when I played it, yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was many years ago. But when I played it, it wasn't doing it for me. But that's getting remade or re-released or something. I don't know. Oh man. But I'm buying the latest version of Silent Hill when it releases. Played Silent Hill back in the day. Yeah, it was pretty popular. I don't know how many it made. I think they made like 3 or 4 of them. And there was supposed to be another one some years ago that never came to fruition, but they made a trailer for it, which apparently like loads of people like loved. But then that trailer quickly got taken down, and whatever game they were gonna make never got made, and Konami was having big issues at the time, so there was that as well. But yeah, I'll say for me, the early Resident Evil games, especially like Resident Evil 2, that really nailed it for me when it became things like survival horror, where, you know, it gives you enough bullets to get through the game, but pretty much just enough. You know, you never know when to shoot or when to run, because like you gotta come up with some, you gotta think of some ways of getting past some of the enemies, because you don't always have enough bullets. You might have shot too many at one enemy and not have enough left for another enemy. I think games that kind of that get that balance well, that right, yeah.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
I'll find my own path. Can't change the world by following all the rules.
Science means going where outcomes are uncertain, but I am certain that we're going to have a great time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
All right, here we go.
Disrupting. Pain is inevitable.
Restoring balance.
Let's show these foes a ruckus.
You cannot escape me. The objective is now active. Hold it.
More daijoubu.
I'll offer something more.
All right, there we go. We'll try and protect the team better from here. Eesh. What I really like about Eternal Darkness is that it's a mix of mystery, crime, horror, and fantasy. Yeah, that's a game that could do with a re-release actually. Like, not even like remake, but re-release. Like, they can leave the game as it is, graphics and all, and just re-release the game on whether it's, I mean, I don't know if it has to be on Nintendo, if they've got like rights or whatever. If they could put it on other consoles, that'd be even better.
Under my protection.
But if that game could get re-released in a format where you can play it on a modern machine, I'd be interested in that.
The enemy's being revived. Stay down. Engaging enemy forces.
Be careful, Shimada.
But yeah, Eternal Darkness, I remember being a pretty tough game. And I got fairly far, I think, in it, but I never did complete it.
Under my protection.
Oh,
Best round lost.
dang, I forgot to add in Games Blood Rain 1 and 2. That
0.
being an idea, dog, I haven't played since I was 10, 11. Looking at it now, it was meant for teens and grown folks. I couldn't beat either. I think a lot, yeah. When you're like that kind of 10 age, you know, like pre-10, let's say before double digits,
I prepped all night for this mission. Well,
you're doing things you're not supposed to be doing. You know, you're watching films you're not supposed to be watching. You're playing games you're not supposed to be playing. Well, not so much myself, because back when I was that age, all games were for kids anyway. Like, you didn't really get grown-up games, not really. You didn't get mature games back then. It was just games for kids. But certainly when it came to movies, watch bare movies I wasn't supposed to be watching.
Be careful, Shimada.
The objective is now
I feel like with the support class, they should have like stronger weapons.
Interesting. The breeze brings relief. You take a lot of damage, huh? Judge Tyson. Activating
it's go time.
Man, nobody's got my back in this, man. Yo. True that. Luckily for me, my folks weren't too PC about what we watched or the games we played. Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah, for me it was just like,
On your six.
just like, yeah, things like age certificates and stuff, like, they don't really give much thought to, because, like, in Nigeria, you don't really bother with that sort of thing. So for them, it was just like, oh, okay, all right, just buy this movie, whatever.
Play the game.
I swear, this game would have you playing support class though. Because nobody else selects support class. Yeah, that would be the same way to me and my kids will watch and play ish together, rated M, multi games, watching R-ish, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I feel like those sorts of things though, like when it comes to ratings, they should really be used more like a guide rather than an absolute rule, you know what I mean? I feel like they should be more of a guide, you know? 'Cause that's pretty much what they are. It's a guide. It shouldn't be like a rule. It should just be a guide. And the day is like, if you know, well, you should know your kids, right? You should know what they're able to take and what they're not able to take. And if your kids can handle certain things, you can have that conversation and cool. But if you know they can't, then yeah, maybe not. You know what I mean? But it should be a guide rather. In the movies has effects on kids. They know they are like. You know what though? I wouldn't say that's completely untrue actually. But I don't think it's a case of if you play a violent game. Oh, okay, I'm finally get to be damaged now. Alright, let me get to Farah. Yo. One sec. Let me mute this person. The hell, man? Playing your music through the for the microphone. Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I don't think it's a case of if a kid plays a violent game or watches a violent movie, then they're gonna go do a violent acting role. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple, but it is possible for media to have effects on people.
They might try something.
You know, we know that because, you know, people are influenced by things, people are inspired by things, people are moved by things. And depending on the type of person you are or the kid is going to depend on the types of things that are going to speak to them. So it may not necessarily be like you watch a violent movie and you go be a violent thing, but certain things in a movie might inspire a person in a way that it wasn't necessarily intended to. As you seen, like kids, particularly white males. Oh, do you mean like the how it affects people? Oh, yo, what just happened? Bruh, they just ended the game, you know, mate. You're not taking a piss. Someone just kicked me out of the game. Yeah, and the effects, black guys don't get down like that. They ain't known for that. I don't even think that's true either. I mean, it's people are affected by all kinds of things, like black, white. That's nothing to do with it, you know. But I think often what you find in certain communities is less willingness to admit certain things and less willingness to talk about certain things. You know, it's common in a lot of communities, in particular black communities, where we don't speak about mental health and we don't really talk to people about what we're going through. And it's just kind of like, even things like therapy, like we don't really talk about that. We kind of look at it as this that white man thing, you know, that sort of stuff. So it's not that these things don't affect us, they do. It's just through various histories and culture and society and everything else, you know, we just don't talk about it, you know what I mean? And it's not that we're not affected by it, it's not that we're not troubled by this and the other, or we see things and it doesn't impact us in some way. We're just not talking about it, and I think that's something that really needs to change. You know, it's like there's certain things that, like, there's things that go on in families that get kept secret because people don't want anybody to look at them with a certain shame. You know, like, for example, you know, a kid would go to their parents about being abused or being molested by their uncle or whatever, and it would just get swept under the rug because nobody wants anybody outside the family to know that this is going on. And so it gets treated like it's not happening, you know. So yeah, it's not that these things don't affect us, we just generally don't talk about it. And that's, yeah, I think that's something that needs to change. And it is changing, I think it is changing. Random violence, they don't do that. Mostly poverty related or some personal issue I don't know about. So it's everywhere. It's not even that I mean, yeah, of course you can have that poverty related violence and that's going to be more common, but to say that it doesn't affect people is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that it's going to be the most common thing. It wouldn't be the most common thing because I think black people make up like 13% of the American population or something like that. So yeah, it's never going to be the most common thing. There's always going to be more in, say, white races or you know, because there's a majority. But it's just, there's certain things that just don't get talked about. So it's not that it doesn't happen, is what I'm saying. It's not, I'm not trying to suggest it's the most common form of violence. I'm just saying that it happens. It just doesn't get talked about. You know, certain things go on that don't get talked about. So like, people talk about, you know, being tough, being hard, do what you got to do, because that paints an image that most people can get down with. But the moment you start talking about feeling some kind of way, you know, about life and being depressed and not being happy about the way you're being treated and not having an outlet to speak about things, and then perhaps seeing a movie where something happened and that kind of gave these thoughts, you know, that sort of thing, people don't talk about that. So it's not that it doesn't happen, it's just people don't talk about it. I think sometimes we have to differentiate between something not happening and people not talking about things. There's a difference there. Emotional health has been addressed now for the past couple of years. Well, all right. No, that's the wrong one. No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's calm. Ayanla Van Zant was the last of luck. Okay. Who's Ayanla? I don't know who that is. Ayanla Van Zant? Yes, I don't think I know who that is.
Now entering King's Row. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
You know what, let me go with... Actually, let me stick with Farah, actually. Let me stick with Farah. She had a show on the OWN network called Fix My Life. Okay.
Strike from above.
So what's that like, where she helps people out or something, or...
For a mission, isn't it?
I'll see this matter resolved.
She like, give people a makeover in their house or something.
Hold your thumbs, and we'll get through this all right.
Yo. Who's quitting all these matches, though? Bloody piss take, man. Somebody's just quitting matches, and it's taking a piss, man. I hope they're getting penalized for that shit. Yeah, she did. She got to the business of people's issues, but now she's washed her hands of it, especially trying to help. Thank God, black women, mofos came at her sideways on social media. Well, that's a shame. But that would kind of suggest that she was doing it for the wrong reasons, to be honest with you. If you're trying to help people, it sucks when those same people come for you. But that shouldn't stop you from wanting to help people, unless you were doing it because you thought you were going to get some kind of praise, or, you know what I mean, something like that, some kind of reward. So like, it sucks that people came for her, because that shouldn't happen. I ain't saying that's a good thing, it's not. But if that would cause her to stop helping people, that would kind of suggest to me she was doing it for the wrong reasons. And perhaps, maybe, I don't know, just maybe, that could have been the reason it came for her. I've got priority in this one, so let's go for this. Right, here we go. Yeah, no, they couldn't handle effects. That's the BC is too damaged. Number one rule over here: no matter what, you never ever correct or criticize a black woman, even when she's straight up wrong. The black community is too damaged. Oh, come on. I'm sure that's not true. I mean, damaged, maybe, but too damaged? Come on. Anything that can be broken can be fixed. And maybe the way to go about fixing it hasn't been discovered yet. But to say it's too damaged, like it's just not worth even bothering at this point? Nah. Now that can't be true. You just have to try a different way. If one way of fixing it didn't work, try a different way. And if you can't think of ways to fix it, then okay, but at least you tried. But it's never too damaged. Yep, so I say good for her. She's still doing her work and stuff, but not like that anymore in a series. Okay. Oh, so she is still trying to help, just do it differently. Okay, cool. If she's still trying to help, then I take back what I said. She's just doing it differently. Doing it a different way. The old way wasn't working, so she's trying and find a different way. That's cool. Oh, mate, come on, man. Why is my damage character so...
Making another approach.
I should have a better health than 200, though. But you know what I really need is, like, you need somebody to, like, be behind you and... and like to give you health. There's a oh. Damn it. It's just a podcast and something else now, but she ain't fooling with the otherish. Excuse me. Also a podcast about like just advice and all things like that. I got my ultimate ready, but it's not here.
The robot is in our possession.
Justice
Oh, wasted. Wasted, man. Damn it.
Barricade on the move.
Health restored.
Oish. Yeah, but I think the thing is, though, or one of the things anyway, I don't like no damn X, but I'm just some guy on the internet. But I think one of the things to bear in mind when dealing with sort of societal community issues and things like that is to remember that each person is an individual. And you can't just assume that what one person responds well to, another person's also going to respond well to. Or if somebody doesn't respond well to something, that, you know what I mean? Like, people are different, and not everybody, although they might be in the same community, they're not necessarily going through the exact same struggles or the exact same issues. So it's like, to say things like, oh yeah, I'm going to help the black community, it's like, okay, cool. But each person in the black community is an individual with their own ways of seeing things. And if you're trying a blanket, and I'm not saying this was what this woman does, I don't know who she is. But I'm just saying, if you're just trying some blanket approach that's like one size fits all type thing, then yeah, you're probably going to run into bare issues because like people are individuals. And not just checkboxes.
Back in control.
You know, not everybody is has the same ideas. Team kill, okay.
Approaching the final stage.
The enemy has claimed the robot.
Oh, got him though. Save East in the US was done and over by the early 1980s. A number of things that led to the generational family dysfunctional dynamic, and a lot of black guys are done with it. Yeah, but here's the thing though, like the moment you say something like that, it's true. You know what I mean? Like the moment you say, well, we're done in the 80s, it's true. Like, if you take that kind of attitude, then it's true. You know what I mean? Like, as a member of the black community yourself, as a black male living in America yourself, if you take the attitude that says, yeah, we were done in the 80s and we've given up on it, then it's true. You know what I mean? It's true. The thing is that it's like anytime we've talked about life and positive, all that sort of stuff, it's like the attitudes you take towards things are going to determine your reality towards it. And if you've given up on the black community and just feel like as a whole they're done for, then part of the question that becomes, then where do you fit into all this as a black person? You know, because you're part of that community. So if you genuinely believe that the black community was done in the 80s, and I mean, I know I don't think you told me your age exactly, but I don't think you were born in the 80s. Then pretty much you're saying that this was done before I even got here. So where do you fit into all this? Right? The fact is, it doesn't matter what other people think and what other people say and how other people treat you and all the things that have happened and the dysfunction and the racism and there's all that sort of stuff. Like that's important history to know. But history is known so that you can learn from it and understand how to move forward from it. To say that because this happened, or well, we're done now, why bother? Okay, well, it's true. Because you've made that choice now. Or you can make the choice that says, actually, yes, these things have happened. Yes, a lot of us are in a crappy situation that we shouldn't have to be in. But that doesn't mean that we as a whole are just done. Like, we just give up. And certainly as an individual, I hope you want for yourself good things out of life. And by that, I don't necessarily mean what other people consider to be good things. I mean good things in terms of what you consider to be good things. And working towards those things that you think are good and the right way to live and all that sort of stuff. Right? To maintain or to gain some form of happiness in this world for the time that we are here. But if you already said, well, we're done, well, then it's true. But it doesn't have to be. You know, it doesn't have to be. Regardless of all the things that have happened, it doesn't have to be. But this is your burden now. You know, this is what you've inherited, whether it's right or wrong, fair or unfair, good, bad, all of that. None of that matters. This is what you've inherited. And you as an individual, not even just as whether anybody else joins you or not, but you as an individual have to decide, well, what do you do with this? And if you're saying we're done and I've given up, well, all right. It's true. Skill tier and division. Adjust after every 7 wins. Okay. I'm not sure I've had 7 wins yet though. Oh, I did get a challenge of the day though, so that's pretty cool. What did I get though? 3,000? All I know is success is what you make it. You know, your version of success doesn't have to be what everyone else considers to be success. You know, your version of happiness doesn't have to be what everyone else considers to be happiness. But anytime you choose to give up on something, well, for far too long, it's all something that's pointed at black men and boys. The stories out here. A lot of black mummies being against their own sons, especially. That's coming to a close now. Yeah, I mean that's all true. I mean, I saying it's that never happened, but it's what you've inherited. You know, right or wrong, that's what you've inherited. So you decide, where do you go from here? It's not going to be an easy journey for sure. Nothing ever is. And there's always going to be obstacles in the way. And some of those obstacles are going to be completely unfair. But that's your burden, you know? We all have burdens. And I ain't know what you believe, but I believe nobody's given a burden more than they can handle. I ain't saying that makes it easy, I don't. But I don't believe anybody's given a burden more than they can handle. It's just whether or not you could believe you can handle it or not. And I get it, sometimes we feel like giving up. Sometimes we feel like it's just too much. It's no point, why bother? I get it. But if you believe whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way you're right. So the open defense going into monk mode, etc. They are about going for self, and they should women as went for self for decades and are now doing the do. Good for them. Passport bros. I don't understand that. Passport, hopping the fence and going into monk mode. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sorry, dude. When Haswell went for self for decades and Flex are now doing good for them. Well, everything starts with self, right? Leaving Pakistan and going for their own ish. But yeah, everything starts with self, you know, everything starts with self. You know what I mean? Like everything starts with self. You know, like in an airplane and it says that in the case of emergencies or whatever, when the things come down, it would tell you to put your own mask on first before you try to help somebody else. Everything starts with self. Before you could be any good to anybody else, you first need to make sure you're okay. Because you are the most important person in your life. Always. Always. You have to be your number one priority always. Because if you're not okay, anybody who's dependent on you isn't going to be okay. So everything starts with self. And that doesn't mean to be selfish, by the way. There's a difference between prioritizing yourself and being selfish. A massive difference. They're not the same thing at all. But everything starts with self. It doesn't mean you ignore everybody else or you don't care about anybody else, but you prioritize yourself because everything starts with self. And if somebody's doing things to take care of themselves, that's what they should be doing. You can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at somebody's prioritizing their own well-being or their own, you know, self-worth or their own well, those stuff. Words fail me sometimes. Most times. But if somebody's prioritizing their own well-being, yeah, cool, that's good for them. Because everything starts with self. Now, if they're being completely selfish and ignoring everybody and not being considerate of other people, then yeah, that's a different thing. But to prioritize your own well-being, yeah, you should do that.
Welcome to Oasis. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
The Passport Bros are black guys in the US going abroad to find suitable chicks or just go in to have a peace of mind and relaxation far away from the ish in the black community. Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, if that's what they want to do, cool. But
After the trigger pull lies a blissful eternity until the shot connects.
I would suggest, though, if you're going somewhere because you think it's going to be better, you first want to make sure that
4, 3, 2, 1.
what are you actually moving away from. Because, and the reason why I say that is because I hear about all these dudes, and it is usually black guys. Let's keep it out. Let's keep it all the way 100. It's usually black guys that do this. They would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna find me a white woman, I'm gonna find me an Asian woman, I'm gonna find me a whatever. No, I'm done with all this stuff with the black community. I'm done with all this stuff with the black. I'm done with all this. I'm gonna find me a Mexican woman. I'm gonna find me a Japanese woman. All of that. And they go do that.
Lick my wounds. Let's go.
And it's the same problems. And the reason why it's the same problems because a lot of times people and guys, we're so egotistical that we can't accept that we might be the problem. So we're always putting it on somebody else. So it's not me, it's them, it's them, it's the black women, it's this, them, it's these black. We always put it on somebody else. And what we're not doing is fixing ourselves. So when I say, like, yeah, prioritize yourself, that should also mean understanding that, hey, sometimes you're the arsehole in a situation. And we have to be able to admit that. Maybe not all the time we're the arsehole, maybe not all the time, but sometimes we're the arsehole. And we have to be able to admit that and accept that. And understand where we need to improve before we start going to other places and saying, well, I'm going to find me a Chinese woman because Chinese women do this and Chinese women do that. And then it's just the same problems because we haven't fixed ourselves first. So yeah, prioritize self. Everything starts with self, but it also includes self-improvement. That includes self-improvements, accountability, self-awareness is going to be a big one. Yeah, believe in any bullshit they dealt with from their neighborhood families and mainly their mothers. I mean, if you've grown up with toxic parents, then yeah, of course you need to get away from that. But even still, if you grew up with toxic parents, that's even more reason to fix yourself first. Because whatever you've grown up in is going to have an impact on you. It's going to impact the way you see the world. It's going to impact the way you interact with people.
Done playing around.
So if we grew up with, for those of us who grew up with toxic parents or in toxic environments, these are all things that are going to impact the way we are. And if we're just walking away and leaving these communities and going somewhere else, but taking all that emotional baggage with you, same problems.
Helping those in need is its own reward.
Over here.
I smell blood in the air.
So yeah, definitely should get away from toxicity, but make sure you're fixing yourself first before you expect somebody else to fix you. So I think sometimes we do this. We get into relationships thinking that somebody else is going to fix us, and it's not their job to do that. They can't. I mean, they could try to, and if they really care about you, can go a long way into helping. But 9 times out of 10, they can't fix you. You need to fix yourself.
Okay, I learned from that.
That was not the expected result.
My gift to you.
Not so fast.
And one of the ways in which we can fix ourselves
You take a lot of damage, huh?
is by first admitting that we're broken. You know, we first need to admit that we're broken. We need to admit that the way we were treated, the way we were raised, environments that we grew up in affected us in ways that we don't know how to deal with. We need to admit that we maybe sometimes have thoughts that are unhealthy.
You're scattered. The spring flows anew.
You know, we first need to be able to admit that instead of Now I'm a black man. We black men don't do that stuff. We don't say this stuff. We don't. Come on. We're all broken in some way, and a lot of us will stay broken for the rest of our lives. But we can be aware of that, and once you're aware of that, that goes a long way into understanding why you might behave a certain way and recognizing those behaviors when they come up. It first starts with that admittance to self of, this is what's happened, this is how it's made me feel.
Huh. Lonely in here.
A revelation was within my reach.
Aish.
Play of the game.
Play the game. Oh, did I make it to 12? I think I made it to 12. Yeah, bad boy. Made it to 12. Oh, I made it way past 12, actually. Classy Flex. What was that? Complete 3 games queued for all roles. Okay, didn't even know that. Contest capture objectives for 30 seconds without dying. Ooh, bad boy. Screw social media, yeah. True, the usual case is it's the mother, because for a very long time they knew they could get away with it just because their gender, but that's coming to an end for them. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that. You know, a lot of times we're raised in, like I say, you know, toxic families, and yeah, a lot of times it's going to be the mother, but a lot of times it's going to be the mother because the father's not around. You know what I mean? So there could be a lot of finger pointing about who's to blame. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter in the sense that whoever's fault is it, whoever started it, this is what you've inherited. Like I say, it's not fair, it's not right, it's not okay, but this is what you've inherited. Whether it's the mother's fault, whether it's the father's fault, whether it's both of their faults, whether it's somebody else's fault, whether it's the government's fault, this is what you've inherited. And that means that this is what you now have to deal with. All right? And if you could see that there's a trend, then it's like, well, how does this start? But I think the thing I have when it comes to like finger pointing or blaming, there's a saying I heard a long time ago, which goes, anytime you point your finger at somebody, there's always 3 pointing right back at you, right? And what I've taken that to mean is, yeah, you can point your finger and say this is your fault, and you're probably right that it is their fault. But at the end, there's always those 3 fingers pointing right back at you, because even though it's their fault, it's what you've inherited, and it's what you now have to deal with. You know, you can't always control, in fact, you could very seldom control the things that happen to you and how other people treat you and how other people view you and whether they respect you or not, whether they value you or not, whether they raise you properly or not, whether they abuse you or not. You know, those things you can't control. But once it's happened, it's now down to you as how you move forward. You know? So you could blame people if you want to, but then where does that get you? Now that you know that it's their fault, where does it get you? So where do you go from here? What's the next step? You establish that it's their fault, but now what needs to, now what needs to happen? You know? Excuse me. All right. Yeah. It's always what is the next step. Sorry, just something dropped. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? It is almost 20 to 12. All right. Almost 20 to 12. Played just for a little bit longer. Can't be up too late though. By the way, do you know Kevin Conroy, who did the voice of Batman in the video games and the cartoon series? He passed away. I think either today or maybe yesterday, but in the last couple of days, maybe. I'm only reading. I'm only seeing it today, so I don't know when exactly it happened. But so it could have been in the last maybe day or two. But yeah, Kevin Conroy passed away. 66 years old. So something about that on FB, yeah. Rest in peace. He did the voice of Batman in the Arkham games, and in the animated shows, and like the Killing Joke and all that. Yeah, he did Batman a lot. Being strong and independent, they have feminism, governmental handout benefits, Ray-Rays and Pookies, etc. So let them have it. Ray-Rays and Pookies. Ray-Rays and Pookies. I ain't know what that is. Alright, who we playing as now? Kiriko.
I'll find my own path.
Ray-Rays and Pookies.
Oh, hell.
Ray-Rays, is that like sunshades or something? Like, Pookie sounds like a type of dog.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
My heart is strong, and my javelin is sharp.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Ray Ray and Pookie are the street niggas constantly causing problems in the twisted. Oh, right, I see.
Restoring balance.
Well, if they're causing problems, then, well, somebody better do something about that.
Carried on the wind.
Wait, how long does it take these guys to get one guy, you know?
Like a gentle rain.
These guys are going too far out.
Restoring balance.
That was close, man. The ones who needs to be redeemed or put down. Yeesh. Well,
Under my protection.
I mean, maybe try talking to them first or something. Just saying, hey, you stop causing problems, dude. Much appreciated. Oh, mate.
Okay, I learned from that.
Oh, they got the, Oh, why am I so far away?
Stop the payload.
Enemy sniper, get your head down. Underestimated me, ne? I need healing. Enemies will finish.
Ish. Mate. I don't know why I was left to take on these guys on my own, though.
That was interesting. Enemy getting up. Let me balance you out. Let the Kitsune guide you.
60 seconds.
Helden sterben nicht.
Yo! Ah. Bloody hell, man. I swear that thing always comes... manages to find me, though, like that.
We've got this.
Low key. Alright.
30 seconds.
Under my protection.
Oh, they've won. Oh, wait, no, they haven't won. They just got to a checkpoint. They've got one more checkpoint to go, though.
Okay, I learned from
Let's
bad?
do this.
Man said, let's do this, you know. Let's do what exactly? let's do what?
Soothing your wounds. Rocket barrage incoming. Draw strength from nature.
They're too close, man. Flipping now. Yeah, that's all was way before my time, so it's whatever. Us younger guys ain't having. They're on some other ish, so it's peace out. And that's it. Now I'm about to do some cleaning in my room, have some food, take my vitamins, do my stretches, shower, and watch a couple of movies. Aye. Oof.
Well, thank you. Anyways.
Now we're switching sides. It ain't over yet. Ain't over yet. But yeah, man. Understanding history is important. It is important to understand your history, not just like world history, but it's like family history as well. You know, if you don't know where you're coming from, you never know. You never really know where you're going. You know, that's something I believe. I heard that in a movie actually. I heard that in a movie.
All the way to the end now.
But yeah, something I believe. If you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going. But
I'll find my own path.
it's always like figuring out how you got here
Checklist complete.
and where you go from here.
They'll probably try to counter me with the soldier. I might switch as well,
Watch your
depending
flanks.
on what they do.
might try something. Follow the rules and we won't have a problem. Stay in sight and I'll keep you safe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Okay, here we go. We've got to capture the objective. Push.
Like a gentle rain.
Yeah, let them then just have it all, cause I'll start to do some ish. That's what black, but I ain't fucking with the others ish. Shake my head and they. Yeah, it'll plug in my heater after I'm done sweetening. Heater. As in, like, okay, like as in heater, as in to heat you up. Cool, gotcha. I gotcha. Not heater as in strap.
Got them all the way to the objective.
It's a different type of heater.
Sorry, what?
If the enemy users, put ult.
Carried on the wind. Get in there, Bob. Fire at will. Right barrage incoming. Soothing your wounds.
I'm the cream of the crop. Amplification matrix ready.
Oh, come on, that did not. What a rascal. Back. Got the dustpan and broom. Oh, you got an old school with it. Alright. Hey, sometimes you got it, man. Sometimes you're just gonna get down on your knees.
The breeze brings relief. Enemy turret down. Let me balance you out.
Yo, little help, little help.
The spring flows anew. Enemy turret ahead.
Uh-huh. I think this is a new level actually. I only just clocked that.
Soothing your wounds. Girls, fire at will.
Spread out when Moira uses well, so she can't easily attack multiple heroes. Alright, she'll just attack me then.
Let's group up around the payload. I'm close to it.
Rocket barrage incoming. Get in there, Bob.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
I could be.
Boom, 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 boom.
Aerial position is underway. Payload's in my hands. I'm here. Restoring balance. Feels like something, huh? Fastest spot.
Got him.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oof.
Focus on the tank.
Time to try again.
That diva though, man. Ah, flipping out. Oh, we got the victory.
Take your mind, dudes.
Oh, we got the
This was
victory.
nice.
Only just, but we got it. Mm.
Nerf this. Enjoy that kill count.
Ugh. Foresighted daily challenge. What's that mean? Earn 15 eliminations, assist beyond 15 meters. Oh, bad boy. Oh, but you know what? It's getting late. It's getting late. So, I think it's about time I start winding down and getting out of town. Well, not quite, but you know. Yo, big up everybody coming through, man. Appreciate you guys. I should be live streaming again on Monday for movie night. It is Terrifier 2 for movie night. If you want to watch along, you can get it on Amazon. It is a paid movie. You got to buy it and, well, got to buy it or rent it. You don't have to buy it and rent it. That's a bit much. But you can either buy it or rent it on Amazon. Some other services have it available as well. Terrifier 2. We did Terrifier a couple of weeks ago. So now it's time for part 2, the exciting conclusion. You don't, of course, have to rent or buy it. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can still come along and watch me watch it. We can still have some fun. It's all good. And then, yeah, I might see if I could drop a live stream either tomorrow or Saturday if I get time, like an impromptu one from the car if I can, or maybe drop a video if I get time to record that as well. We'll see. Yeah, but picturing how the weather is usually over there in England, I'd be rocking the Adidas Fit. My mates bought me if I was there. Adidas, yeah. Yeah, Adidas quite popular over here actually. Yeah, Adidas is quite popular over here. Adidas and Nike, and some other brands as well, but they are quite popular. Mate, bruv. Yeah, you do it right. You should come, man. You should come. Save your money, get your passport in order, all that kind of stuff. I don't think you need a visa to come from the United States to America. I think you don't need a visa. You just need a passport. So yeah, get your money, save some money, get a passport, or you know, get your passport in order, and you're pretty much good to go. But yeah, you should come, man. Come to London, hang out for a little bit, see what it's like over on this side of the ocean. You know, just chill for a little bit. Even if you only stay for like a week, you know what I mean? It's something. But yeah, you should definitely come. Check out what England has to offer. Not much, by the way. But we do okay. We do okay. But yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Download in progress. What the hell are you downloading? Apparently it's a game update. Modify bandwidth settings. Okay, so it's downloading some stuff. Oh well, that would take an age. I ain't gonna. Yeah, no, it will update when it updates. What was I say? So yeah, either gonna try and drop a live stream or drop a video if I can. But if not, then I should be in front of your cameras. Well, in front of my camera and on your screens on Monday for movie night, watching Terrifier 2. Can't wait for that actually. I'm actually looking forward to it because it's gruesome. I've heard it's gruesome. I've heard it's brutal, and I like brutal, so I'm really looking forward to that one. The last one was pretty brutal, and this one I hear is pretty damn brutal, so I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, guys, you have been awesome as always. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for keeping it lively. The village is strong because you make it strong. And we're only going to get stronger. So until whenever, if ever, peace.